Been any changes to the market in the South Bay over the last week or two? Stay tuned to check it out. Hi, I'm John Bathurst with Compass and John Bathurst Group. I'm here to give the weekly market update, which really covers the last 30 days of the market and some averages in there as well. So before I get started, I hope you're enjoying my content. Please subscribe and hit the subscribe button below to follow all of my content on real estate news, stuff that's happening with the community, and occasionally some other fun stuff like music and other activities happening around the South Bay. So let's get right to the numbers. We'll start with Manhattan Beach. Manhattan Beach had 15 new listings come to market in the last 30 days, and there's only 58 active listings, of which 6 are on the Strand. 20 are under contract, 21 closed in the last 30 days, and there's only about 2 months of inventory. So there are more homes that are going under contract and closing than are coming to the market, and the inventory is shrinking. Well, it's kind of normal for this time of year during the holidays. Between Thanksgiving and New Year's, we tend to see a reduction in overall active listings. Homes that are out there are starting to get sold up. And as we move forward into January and February, you'll see a big hike in listings coming to the market. And we really need that. Hermosa Beach, 3 new homes came on the market in the last 30 days, only 28 active ones, of which 7 of them are on the Strand. That means only 21 active listings in all of Hermosa, unless you're on the oceanfront, which are obviously much more expensive. 17 went under contract and 10 closed. So there's so little inventory in Hermosa Beach. There's less than 2 months of inventory. So listen, sellers, if you're thinking about selling, now might be a good time to start the conversation and maybe come out before the holidays are over or even after the first of the year. Redondo Beach, 19 new listings in the last 30 days. 75 are active. Only 39 are under contract, 39 closed, and there's really less than 2 months of inventory there as well. So again, inventory shrinking, homes are starting to really sell up, and not a lot out there right now. Palos Verdes Estates, only 1 new listing came to market, and only 14 active listings overall. 9 are under contract and 12 closed over the last 30 days. Same story throughout the South Bay. Not as many new homes coming on the market, and most of them are getting sold up. So again, sellers out there, if you're thinking about selling in the next 6 months, now would be a good time to have a conversation to see about what that might look like over the course of the next few months. Torrance, 38 new listings came out in the last 30 days. 110 active listings, which is very, very low for Torrance. 71 under contract, and 55 have closed over the last 30 days, and there's only about 1 month of inventory. So El Segundo, 5 new listings, 14 active on the market, 6 under contract, and 5 closed over the last 30 days. Here's a couple things to pay attention to, at least right now. About 30 to 45% of the homes that are on the market right now have seen price reductions. And once the price gets reduced, they seem to sell, which the price reductions are happening anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks once they've been listed. So as a buyer out there, being patient and working with an agent to help negotiate the right deal for you, that's a big opportunity for you right now. Interest rates have actually come down just a little bit over the last several weeks, which has created a little bit more applications out there and a little bit more buyer demand. But depending on where interest rates grow over the first quarter of next year, if they do drop, that's going to create a little higher buyer demand. And, listen, home prices are probably going to go up as a result. If interest rates go up a little bit more, it'll probably keep the buyer market a little bit slower, and maybe inventory will start to increase. But which way you look at it, the market is still dictating it's a seller's market. And what a seller's market is anything that's less than 6 months of inventory. And since most areas are anywhere from 1 to maybe 2.5 months of inventory, it's pretty much a seller's market everywhere. That doesn't mean that everything that's priced out there is priced properly, and that, it's a seller's market at any price. It's a seller's market at the right price, and what's really happening from really the last 60 to 90 days in the market. If you're a seller out there and you're thinking about selling your home, in the next 6 to 12 months, now is still as good a time as any. Having a conversation right now and getting a home ready for the market in January, those conversations need to kind of happen now. And I got to tell you, as a seller out there, if I was selling, you don't want a lot of competition in a market where there's less buyers happening. The competition is almost nil out there. So if you have a great home, a great neighborhood, you're in a good school district, let's have a conversation and see what that looks like for you, especially if you're thinking about making a move over the next 6 to 12 months. If you're not really thinking about it, it's not necessarily an opportunity to sell if you're not thinking about going anywhere, but there are several needs. Growing families with more kids, shrinking families and becoming empty nesters, but whichever way you look at it, I love to have real estate conversations with you. Please reach out directly and look forward to the rest of the week and our next market update for next week. And it's only 21 days to Christmas and I think 14 days to Hanukkah. We'll see you guys later. Cheers.